Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and hope you have learned cell references in my previous class and also you have worked on the Excel sheet which I have attached in the previous video. And today we will learn basic file menu options and some of the options available in the file menu and formatting of the cell and font changes or anything related to formatting we will learn today. Thank you. Let's go. Yes. See, as you can see in here, I have just opened a new Excel sheet. And here, if you see, these are the file menu, home menu, insert, page layout, formulas, data menu, review, and view. And in the file menu, today we will learn, file menu and some of the options available in the home menu. So if you go to the file menu, you will have certain options available in file menu. We'll go in detail. So this is one is the recent file, which is currently I have disabled it or have not shown what is I already opened recently. So any files which you have already worked in the recent past, so this will be listed here. Or if you wanted to open any other file available in your in your desktop or laptop, you can open that, or you can browse from wherever you wanted to open it. Okay, so this is one. Another thing, like if you wanted to save the file, if you want to save somewhere in this particular file, if you want to save, you can go and select and save the file. And printing, like as you're gonna this we will learn in the we do have, if you go here, we do have a print page layout option. With that, once we have set up the page layout and all these things, then we can probably use this print menu. And share, definitely this is another where if you want to save this file to the cloud where you have taken OneDrive access, and then if you want to email it, you can just select here and say email as an attachment, and this particular file will open my Outlook if it is configured. So you see here, you can just type whomever you wanted to send, you can send that. Okay, you can just say no. And then you have a share option where, as you just see, and we also have an export. This is one of the good option available where you cannot only want to send as an Excel, but you can send as a PDFs as well. So this we will learn once we create any templates. Let's show you an example. Like if you go to the new, as we have earlier discussed, that these are the blank workbook which you wanted to open. If you have any related to templates, say for example, if you're just planning templates, if you I just wanted to explain what is PDF means. For example, I'm taken this as a template. Okay, this is just you have worked at my, say for example, my first project. Just type it. This is a then you say start and plan something, execute and close, and you just used it. And this one I have done 90%. So here, if you go here in this menu, if you go and say export and create PDF for XPS, so it will show that. Let me just save in my desktop as some name as my first PDF, and you say standard and say publish. So let's see what happens. So it will automatically create a PDF here. See here, it's automatically creating a PDF of the format which is already available in this particular sheet. Okay, this is one example. Let's go that. Let's close this file and say do not save. Let's go to the same option where we use create PDFs and publish, like any data you wanted to. Power BI is also one of the visualization tool or a data analysis tool which is provided by Microsoft, where you can export your data from Excel to Power BI. So Power BI we will learn later once you have learned Excel, and then you'll probably go. And this one you can just close it. It will go close this file menu. And here we have an account related option where you can just see some of the information related to this particular account. And if you go to the option, so there are a couple of basic options. This is basically setups. You wanted to display certain things, or you wanted to change the any formula, everything. So one thing I just wanted to explain you, for example, here, and say here, if it is a general, let's say save, and say for example, if you go to, okay, so this one is somehow say what happen is, generally if you press enter, it will go down. Now suppose say if you press enter and should go to say right. Okay, I'll just explain you before I'll just cancel it. Say for example, if you type something here and say enter, it will go to the next. But if you go and in the option, you just say, where it is in the advanced, you just say it should go to the right. Okay, and you say okay, and say for example, see here, I'll just type it here, press enter, it is going to the right, not the down. So that is the option. So some of these setups you can make it here. So we will learn more about it, and once we have, there we go. Yeah, so let's go down, mark it as down. Okay, this one will learn another about. Okay. Okay, so that is the basic options available in the file menu, but print and other items we will learn once we create some files, and then stuff like that you can do. Okay, so here as you see, currently I am in a home menu. If you go to the insert menu, there are a couple of options available, like in table creation or a charts, visualization. You can make page layout where you can use your setups for printing or creating a PDF, which we have seen. And these are the formulas. Some of them we have used in the previous class of taking sum and doing some multiplication. So there are a couple of formulas available where you can access all these formulas from this menu. And data menu, where you can use data, in the sense information, you can pull it from your database and work on it. So some of those things you can work here. And review is where you can protect your sheet or do some spell checks and everything can make. And view is where you wanted to change the view of this particular workbook, and wanted to do some kind of an arrange certain books if you have multiple worksheets to work on. So we will go one by one, but right now we will, today in this class, we will focus on home menu and some of the align options available here. See, in the home menu, largely will have option related to font and characters and making format of this. So if you see here, we have a clipboard, we have a font menu. In home menu, we have a font option, we have an alignment option, we have a number related option, and we have styles related option, we have cells related options, and then we have some editing sort, some of the options available. So right now we just go to the font. Here if you see, these are the font. For example, if you type say welcome to Microsoft Excel session or a class, whatever it is. So as we said, if you just double click here, it will shrink to column. Or if you have not used it, if you just press Ctrl Z, it will go to the back. If you have used for example, this one wrap text, what happen is, within that I have not increased the width of the cell, but within that cell it will shrink it. So that is one thing. If you just Ctrl Z, and again, so if you wanted to change the font size, currently it is in caliber 11. If you want to increase the size, you can use this one, or you can use this one. So let's say I've just increased the size. And if you want to change the font, you can just select here, and you can easily see. If suppose say, just click here and just say I want whatever it is you wanted to change. Okay, and you wanted to increase the size again, if you can go and say 48, you can just increase, and you can double click here, it will go and all the columns will get shrink. Okay, this is one way. Another way, okay, I will tell you if you have since if you have used this, all the columns below to this particular column, all the cells will be in the same size. If you don't want it, you keep it as it is. We'll explain you. Still, you can keep it in this fashion. Suppose say, like if you increase the size, you can increase here, or you can decrease the size. You can use this one. Keep pressing it. If you see the size here also changes. And if you want to do bold, you can make it bold. You can make it italic or slightly. And if you want to underline, whatever it is, or you can go here, double underline, click here and see. And suppose say I don't wanted to see this grid line, I just wanted to feel the changes. You can go and go to view, go to take out the grid lines. So if you see, this is a blank page where I can see I have made some changes. Okay, this is one thing. Or you wanted to only you I wanted to have a border for this particular cell, you can use this one. Let's say all borders, you can use this one. See here, I'm sorry, the border, since the it is not since this is in the, it's not shrink, so it is, I just double click here, you can see the border on the full. Okay, this is one way. Or you can say if you wanted to have a border only at the bottom, you can use that. Let's take out the double underline. You can just say I want a bottom only on the bottom border. So bottom border, you can only see if you just look here, you can see. Oh my god, let's go and say no border and say bottom border. Because I have used box border, so I've used only one bottom border. I have not changed the top one. So okay, fine. This is one way you can do it. Or if you wanted to change this one is a cell color, fill color. It means it will go and fill this particular cell itself. Or you wanted to say this is formatting class. Let's say here I have used the font color. I've changed the font. I've just used some other font. Okay, or it's not good. Let's say this one. You can make it, or you wanted to align it in a center. You can change the font color any way you want. If you can go to the more color, you can use any of the color, or you can use this one in custom. If you go in a, you can use 255 up to 255 options. Say for example 255, 153, 255. Then it is in some pink color. Okay, let's go to and change some other good color. Okay, this is one way you can do it. Another way is, currently this is unfont box, so this one you can do it from here, or you can press Control+1. So it will open a format cell box, Control+1 format cell box, where you can go. This one is a font, right? This one is here font. This one is an alignment. Another thing, you can also click here, not only Control+1, you can click here, it will go and open font related box. If you press Control+1, it will open also the same format related box. So you can just click here and go to the font. Here also the font will change. If you see, you can see the preview here. I wanted to have this one. I'll say bold and italic. I'll increase the size. This is my size. I'll just use strike through or a superscript or a subscript. You can use that. Let me just take this one. See, this one is changed. Or you can click here for alignment, or you can use this one and say I have align to center, align to middle. Okay, here if you see the difference, if you say just click here, if you go here, it will go down. Or if you want to make it center, so that's why if you increase the cell size, you can clearly see the difference. If you say on top, on this one is the center, this one is in top aligned, the central aligned. So you can use this one. Okay, this one. And you can also use the orientation. For example, let's say I have like written, let's say this one I've used pop. I can use cell top stop, or you can use center align center, increase the size, change the color. Okay, this is one way you can use this particular thing. And this one is an intent is like basically you wanted to just slightly go away from the left hand side. You can just keep pressing it, it will go to the right line, and if you can keep left aligned, you can go left aligned as well. This is one, you can just use that. Also, in the alignment, hey, for example, I was saying that, okay, I was saying let's go, you have used this one and you wanted to, let's say if you click here, there is one, currently it is a left intent, there is one center across selection. What does this mean? For example, let's say I can use two ways of I wanted to display. One is select everything, go to merge and center, it will merge all the cells. Let's say increase, it will merge C, D, E, F, G, all the cells. It is, if you see here, it is in C5 only. There is no D5. There is no D5. So I was saying that you can use cell merge cell. So currently there is no D5. If you wanted to go to D5, say D5, you go, it will go still go to the C5 only, because we have merged C5, D5, E5, F5 and G5. And what is the problem? Like say I'll just delete this one. Okay, so for example, let's say you have something formula here, some numbers here, some okay, and then you have, let's say this one is one, and then again you copy, again just copy, Control C, and come on here, paste it here, again the same thing, second heading you just type. Okay, suppose if you want to total this one, for example, here also some values are there, some numbers are there. Now you want to total it out. Okay, if you select this one, just select, see here, since it is a merge cell, it is not allowing me to go to the one column. So that is one reason we just remove merge and center here, again remove the merge and center here, remove the color, say no fill, here also say no fill. Okay, no fill. So one option which is like I just select all the cell which I want to, I don't want it to go on margin, go to the alignment, say center across selection. If you use that and then say okay, it is in center. If you see here, just go and use the coloring. Similarly, you will select all this, go here again, the alignment, this arrow, go here and say center across selection, say okay, and say just say color. Now if you select everything, see here I can able to select a column, and I wanted to do the sum function equal to, sorry if I just not use sum, but let's just wanted to display the total, just select everything here. If you see here I have a total of 1028. So this is the reason. So you still be using, you in the merge center, it is similar to, looks like merge center, but it is not merge. So that is one best option we have available in Microsoft Excel. So similarly, there are wrap text is there. For example, if you have the column size, say for example you have this column size and you have multiple values here, just type it, so it is showing in one line. So this one, the wrap text will show, it will not change the size of the column, but all the text, it will not go to the beyond to that particular cell and bring it to one cell. So that is the advantages of that. So okay, so these are the couple of things you can start working on. Like hopefully in the next class we will learn what is the different number formatting and other styles.